Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated. But that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated. But she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. When you're undressed, I heard you like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late. I heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you're hated by your girlfriends, 'cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession. Got bad intentions.
Hello, hello. Yes, I know, Pluto. You're gonna miss out on possibly what's gonna be the worst stream of my life because I am so rusty at this. I have not done this in a very long time. But we're gonna try to. We're gonna try doing something. I haven't done it in a long while. We're gonna see if I can do it without a tutorial. If not, then we're gonna go to a tutorial. So, what we're working to do would be. Let's see, how do you do this? Yes, because I haven't done this since I was in high school. Now, back in those days, let me show you what I used to be able to do. Because I was a god at this stuff. Sadly, I'm missing some things, but I'll show you guys what I used to be able to do before. Like, okay, this I created. I screwed it up, but that was my first ever one. I'm pretty sure this. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. I would have named it. I don't see it, but we're gonna do some Blender rendering stuff. I just gotta remember how you add stuff. I don't know if you how to do this. Cursor select box, object mode, image editor. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I have an idea. I have an idea. The image I want to open. Let me bring this over here. Go to pictures, and then it would be. I don't know where it is. Which one is it? Hold on. We're just gonna see anime skin things. What is my main character minimate2240.png. Minimate2240.png. So it's this one, open image. Okay. I want to try something before I... So, if I'm correct... No. So, this is just a video editing. What if I wanted to do an animation on it? Nope, wouldn't let me. Okay. So, instead of that, we're going to try doing geometric shape shader, movie comp, animation, text editor? No. Okay, I don't remember how to do any of this. It's been so long since I've done anything in this application. Mirror, snap, move to collection, insert keyframe. Object context menu, why doesn't that work? General. Texture paint. 2D animation. Sculpting, VXX, video editing. Geometry nodes. We're gonna end up bringing up a thing. So I'm looking to make a new icon for my Discord's channel server thing. And by the way, if you haven't already, you can do at the exclamation point Discord to then it will then put in a Discord link that you can join our Discord. Well, mine. And I'm working on, I want to see how to make a neon sign for it. Problem is, I'm pretty shit at this anymore. And really, the only guy I actually watch for tutorials on this thing, he doesn't do neon. For some dumb reason, he's never done neon. But the guy who got me through high school is named Tutor4U. He's mainly an educational 3D rendering in Blender and GIMP, along with a few other things. He does a few good, nice little things, but I wonder if I can do the tracer text animation. See, because he's fucking good at this shit. But I want to make something that says Minamaze Vibe House or something. But it doesn't have to be animated. I just need it to be neon. Problem is, this guy does not do a neon thing. He does amazing things, and like this guy literally got me through my like high school. I've done this one. I've done the Blender water thing for fun. I've done the water there. Like I've done a lot. The teddy bear thing I created from a tutorial. Then I went through and edited it a little bit, but yeah, we had to do a lot of these things, and I want to do something, but the problem is I can't find a decent tutorial that I like for neon. Here's one.
We will learn how to create a neon sign for any text like this easily. And
so now
we will use the Eevee render engine in Blender. So let us first start with a fresh new file. Delete the default cube, and from the Add menu, add a text field. In order to rotate this text towards us, change its...
Okay, you slow down, buddy. I can't keep up that fast.
New file. Delete the default cube, and from the Add menu, add a text field.
That's where you do it. Add and then text. Okay. And then from there, you take that up. Give me 1 second. From there, you want to take your rotation, and it should be... No. It's not that one. It'll be the x-axis. Yeah, so this one needs to be 90. So then, now that you get that, your text, you then go through and you should be able to do... Yeah, we'll just do all Minime 2240. Now, we'll just do Minime. Oh, that doesn't change it. So how do you change it? I'm trying to learn without motion paths. line art. There should be a way to do this. Okay.
Field. In order to rotate this text towards us, change its X rotation value to 90 degrees and Z rotation value to also 90 degrees.
And then this one over to 90.
We would also like this text to be center aligned. So go to the text tab here, and under the alignment section, change the horizontal alignment to center, and the vertical alignment to also center. Now, in order to add our own text, instead of this default text, please go to the edit mode. Press backspace to delete everything and type any text you want. We will use the popular restaurant chain name, Barbecue Nation. It will look better if we have little more space between these two lines. So, change the line spacing here.
What do I want to rename Survivor Friends to? Weird's name. Yeah. Pluto is very short. What's a good thing for me? Nut House, I don't know. Minamaze. Trying to think about everything that I've... Ah! I hit something. Vibe House. There.
To 1.2. Now go
So the line spacing to 1.2.
back to the object mode. Since we are trying to create a neon sign, we should use a round and slim font so that it looks like the gas tubes used in an actual neon sign. So let us change this font. You will get plenty of such font over the internet. Just download one of them. Back to
Excuse me? Neon font? What website did he use?
Blender. Plenty of such font.
1,000 fonts. So it's this one. Okay. So now we just gotta figure out what font I like. Do you kind of like that one? Just a classic neon? Something readable, basically. Oh, wait, that's a paid one. For your personal use. Commercial use is going to have to be commercial. Neon Club Music. Clip Regular. I kind of like that. When do we do this one? I don't know. Which look good to everybody? I don't know. What do you think that's kind of good? You kind of like that one. It's like an old 70s vibe to me. Or do we want to do the clip regular? No. We're going to do this one. Download. We're going to do the Hello Denver display. We'll put this in the downloads folder. Excuse you. Okay, yeah, I did download. Alright, so I don't know how to import these. Let me extract the file, since it's a zip file. Oh. Does he...
Over the internet. Just download one of them. Back to Blender, expand this font section.
Expand the font section. Oh, you can open them.
Then click on open.
So you do that, and then I'll have to go to downloads, and it will be the Hello Denver display open font.
Go to the location where you have saved your font. No need to install any font. It may not work. Just save the TTF file in some folder, and then directly open it from there.
Well, there's more than one. Bold, regular.
Now get this nice looking text, perfect for neon effect. To add a thickness to this, and to make it a 3D...
Excuse me, where did my words go? That didn't work, did it? Where did my words go? Hello Denver display. Bold? Regular. That's why I hated Blender so much when I was a kid. Do I have to do like both of them for it to work? Hello. Bold? They did say TFF file, right? Not the OTF? What if we just did the regular on this one? No, nothing. Okay, so that one doesn't work. And by that, I mean I just cannot be bothered. So we'll just do... Oh, for fuck's sake, the one that I would do is fucking personal use. What about... Which one was it? Hello Denver? Let's do the clip one next. Download. Back. So it'll be the clip. Where is the clip? It's not popping up because I haven't exported it, is it? This is why I always hated this freaking program. I still love this thing so much. I would come on here for hours on end, just toy around with stuff. That one works. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
The object. Just expand this geometry section, and in the extrude field, enter a very small value, like 0.02. Now we have a 3D text with correct font, and a perfect shape as well. Let us switch over to the rendered view mode. For the glow, we need to add an emission material for this text.
Okay, I forget how to do that one, so how did you do that, buddy?
Enter a very small value, like 0.02.
How did you do render mode?
Now we have a 3D text with correct font, and a perfect shape as well. Let us switch over to the rendered view mode. For the glow,
My computer is going to have a stroke.
for this text. So go to the Materials tab, and create a new material. Then change this surface type to emission. Next is the color. Change this color to anything you like. We will use a green color here. Let us fine-tune this to a perfect value, maybe 0.35, because we will need to use this value in other places. Well, the actual neon tubes are often not as bright as this. To correct this, go to the color, and lower the saturation to 0.75. Now this looks good, but it is too faint. So, we need to bump up the strength little bit, to 4. Then go to the Render Properties tab. Enable the bloom option and expand it. First, change the radius value to 3, so the glow does not scatter too far from the object surface. Now, change the bloom color to a green color. We can type in the same value, 0.35, that we have used in its material. Also, change the intensity to a higher value like 0.2. Or, maybe 0.25. That gives us a nice and realistic glow around the neon text. Now, neon signs are often placed next to a wall for support, so let us also add a background wall behind this text.
Which means I have to go find a background wall now. Okay, let's do like a... No, that helped me a better idea. Maybe? Maybe, hold on. I gotta go look at something. It's what I'm thinking. So we add a basic black image, so I just need black black image for like a background, I guess. I don't know what's black. Save image as, and then we'll save this one in downloads as well, just so I don't lose it, and just name it black. You guys don't see it yet.
It will bring out this neon effect far better. Let us add a plane into our scene. Rotate it by 90 degrees.
Excuse me, motherfucker?
In a tree. Now that we had 0.2. Or
This is why I hate.
0.25. That gives us a nice and realistic glow around the neon text. Now, neon signs are often placed next to a wall for support, so let us also add a background wall behind this text. It will bring out this neon effect.
You know what? No. We will do a brick. We'll do like a brick wall image. The question is, which one do I like? Something dark. That's way too big. Something a little bit realistic. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Nah, fucking. There we go. Save image as black brick. Okay.
Far better.
Oh, you want back to object mode. That's why. So then we have to add a plane.
Let us add a plane into our scene. Rotate it by 90 degrees around the y-axis.
Excuse me.
Cover the entire text. We need to also scale it up, maybe by 2.5 times in the X.
Okay, but here, oh, it went where my mouse was. Son of a bitch. Add mesh plane, rotation 90 degrees, and then we'll probably have to do 2.5 and 2.5.
And by 3.5 times in the y dimension. The text is right on the plane at this point. So we need to also move the wall in the back, a little bit away from the text.
Yeah. Go screw yourself. Alright.
Please use the move tool to move it back, like this. Okay. We can fine-tune this in the properties editor. Let us use a gap of 0.25 between them. That should be enough. So we get the neon text, perfectly hanging in front of the background wall. We will add some brick texture for this wall. You can download any texture from the internet, or create one separately. While the wall is selected, go to the Materials tab, and create a new material. To add a texture, click on this yellow icon beside the base color, and select Image Texture.
You hold on a minute. Oh, the thing looks terrible compared to what I used to be able to do. I can't remember shit. Open, go to downloads, and black brick.
Click on this open button, go to the location where you have saved the wall texture, and
You son of a bitch!
let the selected texture display here. Well, you can see that the texture is auto-rotated from landscape to a portrait orientation. In order to fix this problem, open the shader editor. We already have some nodes for the material.
You hold on a damn minute, buddy. So then add input.
In addition to these, add a texture coordinate node. And we will also need a mapping node, so add the same, and place it between these two. Connect the generated output.
Okay, so we need to add a texture coordinate. And then we also need to add, what was it? Mapping? Where's mapping? Where is the map? UV map.
Of the text the same, and place it between
See, that's why I like Tutor for You. He tells you everything. Vector mapping.
these two. Connect the generated output of the texture coordinate node to the input of this mapping node. Change the zerotation value to 90 degrees. Then connect vector to vector. That should fix the auto-rotation problem of our texture. So we get this nice wall texture, and the neon text is looking far better. We have to now take care of the lighting part. First, go to the World tab and change the environment color to complete black.
Excuse me, where did you do that? Change that to complete black.
By default, Blender has added a point light source for this scene. We have to either reduce its strength to a negligible value, or even better, let us just delete and remove it. We want the wall to be illuminated only by our neon light, which is a mesh light. Since we are working in EV, and it has some limitations with emission lights, we have to work with the indirect lighting. We need to add an irradiance volume and then bake the light. So go to the Add menu, and under the light probe, add an irradiance volume. Scale it up sufficiently so that it covers the entire
Zero, 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 zero. Excuse me, how the fuck did you do that?
text, and also the wall behind it. This should be good. Now, go to the Render Properties tab. Scroll all the way down to this indirect lighting section and expand it. Click on Bake Indirect Lighting. You can see the bake progress here. I have created a separate tutorial that covers everything about indirect lighting. The link is in the video description. You can also turn on the screen space reflections. It will add more fine details. Let us hide the irradiance volume in the viewport. Now, we got the illumination on the wall.
Excuse me? Want to do what?
Screen space reflections. It will add more fine details. Let us hide the irradiance volume in the viewport. Now, we got the illumination on the wall. Although, our job should be ideally completed here, but I am not quite satisfied yet. Technically, the neon light is okay, but there is very less amount of light reflected here on the wall. You may immediately think that we can increase the strength of the emission. But the problem is, as we increase it, the light becomes brighter and more white than green. If we bake the scene with this strong emission, it will surely catch more light, but it won't be perfect green, it will look like a daylight. So, let us change the emission back to 4. We know that EV is very fast, but not very perfect. To compensate for this, we will add some fake lights here. We will add a series of point lights that will bring the required brightness without a change of color. Let us go to Add, and under the Light section, just add a single point light. The position is fine, only change its color to the same.
Position is fine, but my position is wrong.
Green color.
So then... Oh yeah, this guy is like a handful of a pain in the ass.
Or better to type the exact color value here, 0.35.
Okay, so hold on, wait a second. I need to go through and select the rightful color for this, so RGB, I'm just going to do 1, and then set these to 0. Alpha 0. I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's add like 0.225 green and 0.25 for that. That looks better. So we're doing 1.25, 0.25 for the lights. So then point light will end up being the exact. So RGB 1 and then 0.25, 0.25.
That we had used for the neon. Then
Hold on, you. I'm a little bit behind, buddy.
let's go to add, and under the light section, just add a single point light. The position is fine, only change its color to the same green color, or better to type the exact color value here, 0.35, that we had used for the neon. Then press Alt-D on your keyboard to duplicate it. And move this second copy
So
a little bit away from the first light. Again press Alt-D and create a series of lights on both sides. You can also use Shift-D to duplicate, but Alt-D has a big advantage here. Since we have used Alt-D, the lights are all connected. If you now change the light properties for any
alright, so Alt-D. Why don't I have snapping on? Get it something like that. Alt-D. And then Alt-D again. Alright, so what I want to do now, just for my sanity's sake. Okay, if this is 0, so it moves along the y-axis, so we're just going to set that to 0 and that to 0. And then each one will be like 1.5 away. Like 5? No. So each one has to go into an increment value. So like for instance, if this one is a 1, and then this one will be 2. That's a bit much. Okay, so then let's try like 1.75. And then from this, it will go -1. And then this one would be like -1.75. -1.75. -1.75. Like that.
one of them, say you change its color to something else, it will reflect equally on all the lights. It helps you to experiment with the lights, and you need not change each one of them individually. Let us change it back to where we were, the green light of 0.35. We need to place these lights little up, just on the neon text. So select all of them one by one, and move them up little bit, like this. Then duplicate them with Alt-D, and bring them down to this text. We don't need this last one, so select it.
So, hold on.
And move them up little bit, like this. 0.35 them individually. Let us change it back to where we were, the green light of 0.35. We need to place these lights little up, just on the neon text. So select all of them one by one.
It would be nice if you actually taught us how to select all of them. Luckily, I remember is hold down Shift.
And move them up little bit, like this. Then duplicate them with Alt-D, and bring them down to this text. We don't need this last one, so select it, and hit X to delete it, because the text on this line is shorter than the text above. Select all these 4 lights together, and then move them towards the right, just on this text. We are now all done, and the neon sign is looking brilliant and very...
No, to me it doesn't look good. I'm eyeballing this, so That needs to be bigger. And so what about 3? Let's just go 5. What if we just did like 5? That really stretches it.
Very realistic. A perfect lighting has always been the primary key to a realistic modeling. One quick suggestion, if you have this as part of a complete scene, you may want to keep it in a separate layer. That way, it won't get affected by any other light in your scene that you need for other objects. If you want, you can also change the font or the color of this light. Let us try with some other fonts. So in the text tab, go down to the font section. Let us open the folder and take some other font for example.
So now I can test out the fonts that I've previously found. So we could just look at different type of fonts. Okay. So I'm going to go through and just probably just download all of them. That one's the clip. What about this one? Okay, and then Airstream and NF regular. So now I gotta go through and bring up all of these. Refresh. I kind of want to see what the Airstream looks like because I'm a huge fan of like old style stuff. Can't say huge. Like I don't own anything old really, but you know, I like my oldies. So what if we now want back a folder, Airstream, DF? Ooh, now that's a beautiful one. Lost wages, extract, and then motion. We'll extract that. We'll see what they all look like. I kind of like that one though. Like that one, I really do enjoy. So the other ones were motion. No. And the other one was lost wages. And what about this one? Okay. What about Automania? Let's try that one. I'm a bit more down for the Airstream. But then the problem is I'm going to have to change like literally everything I just did. Yeah, why don't those work? They're gonna guess that. But I do need to edit the text. Is there an easier way to edit this? You would think there'd be an easier way. Text boxes? Custom properties. Paragraph. How do you edit the text? You can round them off more. What if I just did, what if I say screw it and just start redoing it now? So we go to the, did I have that one? too much. So then I would have to go to these. And that one would get deleted. That one would get deleted. This one would get moved out to just the very edge. This one would get moved out to the very edge. That one would get deleted. That one would get deleted. This one would get moved out. That one would get... No. Control C, you bastard. That one would get moved out to the very edge. Maybe.
We then get this in the output. Or we can try the other one as well. I have given these font names in the description below. It looks awesome and almost real. And with some more work, we can also add a flickering effect to it. Like this. We will cover it next time.
You're stupid. Okay. How do I export it? That's what I don't like about him. He doesn't... Now the thing is, you could easily do the animation. So basically you take the... You select the lights. Like this. And here it's on. But then you would make it to where the lights turn off somehow. So we would keyframe that. So this one would be the render mode. And then if I'm correct, we would play it on and then, you know, like pause it somewhere. Let's just do like a 70. And then we'll hit insert keyframe. Should be insert keyframe. Where it would then... What if you just made... How would you make it not show up? Power 0? No. Well, maybe. You do 0 here, and then you do the text. Text material strength 0. And then insert keyframe. Let's say like the end is going to be like 100. Or so instead here, how do you add keyframes? Alright, so change that down to 100. So at 0, the lights are... Wait a second. Why can't you add a keyframe? Add marker there, and then probably around 50... We'll add marker there, and then towards 100, we'll add a marker there. So, why don't you show select key? in all channels. Right? Which would then be everything's at a 1. These are all off, right? No. Strength is 1. Power's that. Okay, I think what I need to do is go to Layout and click on this and then Alt D to then put another one like here and then Alt D and put another one here. And then we set the location of them to 0. What about that? Still looks okay to me. Oh, shoot. Control V. So what if we Control C and then we'll just go to this one and make sure that that is the same and that that one's the same. And make sure that one should already be the same. Yep. About there. About there. Okay. Now, here's the big problem. Figuring out how to export this, because if I remember correctly, there's a certain way. Save as? That's a blend file. Render image. Nope, camera's placed in the wrong way. Where is camera? No. Come back. Okay, so wait. So, there used to be a way to do this. Used to be. Hold on, let's just set rotations all to 0. And then this probably has to be like around 90. This one might be 90. Yep. And then we move this. There used to be a camera view. All right. So that's what that sees. So we need to then move. That's moving it back. So let's just try like an 8 on that. 0. Okay, that will line it up perfectly. Just set that to 0 for now. Set that for that, and if I render it, no. Okay, so I do have one issue with the plane. The plane is too stretched, so camera view. It needs to move closer to that, so let's try like a 6. Yeah. See, I'm good at stuff. I'm just pretty shitty at most of it. Now, I want to bring it... Nope. So the Y has to stay like 0. I want to bring it up. And then I need it to rotate down. Alright, so... Oh, why is this so hard? No, so that should probably be a 0. That's... needs to go... closer. Actually, a little bit out, and then... No. No, it's not that one either. It's this one, isn't it? And then we bring the... render. Okay, I kind of like that. That's fine. Image, save as, pictures, Discord BS, and we name it Discord icon. Well, that has to be an underscore. Okay. That one, that's that done. Now, what I would like to do for, just for shits and giggles, on Discord, if you have El Nitro, you can get a custom streamer mode you can get a custom GIF. Now, I've already kind of made one. I don't know which one it is. This one? Yeah. But the compression rate is quite shit. So now, we're just going to make one that just says MonoMate2240. So file, and then we're going to save. I don't have a place to save this. Here, and then we'll just do... how do you do new folder from here? I'll just do it in my thing. New folder, and we're going to name it Blender Saves. And then if we refresh it, we'll call this one Discord icon, so I'm actually organized. Alright. And now we're going to hit Save, New. Now I have an idea for this one. I have another video to watch, so I'm sorry. I'm pretty shit at this. Taking out the drug, you got me feeling good. Okay.
Hey, after watching
Oh, this is the old one. How do we add text? It's right in front of me. Text. Can I please? Shift. That's how you do it.
And now what we're gonna do is convert it to curve.
Convert the mesh. How? He doesn't show that. I do want to center it again, so we have to go to paragraph alignment and then do center and center. How did he convert it? File? Edit? Menu search, F3, okay. Convert. Which one did he pick?
And now what we're gonna do is convert it to
Curve from mesh text. Convert to
curve and get rid of the filling by going to curve settings and fill mode, setting it to none. Now let's convert it to mesh
and now we hit F3 and then I didn't click on F3 and then convert to mesh.
tab into edit mode. That's what we have. Now we want to align them.
Mine's already aligned.
On the same level, and we want to get rid of the bottom edges because we want to make it a single edge. So let's connect them with F, and we have a
Okay, hold on. Because I went through and I made it to where it was something else. So I need to set this to 0. No. Nope, that's how you cycle keyframes. That's not what I want. It's probably going to be like 5. 0.5. Too high. 0.25. Center view. There. Okay, 0.3 is where C.
because we want, and we want. Now we want to align them. On the same level, and we want to get rid of the bottom edges because we want to make it a single edge. So let's
How do you only do that? Like, what are you doing, buddy? What did you do to do that?
connect them.
Oh, he's in edit mode. Delete edges. Aha! Yeah, that definitely worked, huh? It's because something's off. Align it with X. There we go. I want to delete the edges. The learning process for all of us.
Level, and we want to get rid of the bottom edges because we want to make it a single edge. So let's connect them with F, and we have a outline of the text we want.
Oh, this is so much harder. So, how? How would that work? Okay. So I have a problem with the way mines work. So you would connect those. X. He said with F. And then it would jump up, over, down, and here. Then these two would need to be F. And then these two would go to F. Not what I wanted to do, I guess. F. Why did it do that? His doesn't do that. Something's different. Edge. You said with F?
The bottom level, and we want to get rid of the bottom edges because we want to make it a single edge. So let's with F, and we have a
Okay, so. Oh, fudge. Okay, I see why he chose such a simple fucking word. How? Okay, so we have to plan this out. So he wants everything as a simple edge. So basically, all the edges would be connected. So like these two connect. These two connect. And then these will connect. Those will connect. Those will connect. It will go all the way through here to there. Those would connect. Those would oh fuck, wrong one. Those two would connect. And then those two would connect. But this little itty bitty vertice would have to be moved down to the correct plane of axis, which is what, 0.3? No. The 0? Motherfucker. No. Control Shift Z. Ah, ha 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 ha. I hate things. Edit, redo, edit, redo, edit. Okay, so then 0.3. Bring that down. Bring that down. It'll be a wonky ass thing. This one. Bring that down. And that one. Bring that down. Alright, so we have that overall alignment. So how do we now connect this part together? So it's gonna go up here, down, over, and through the end. Maybe we just go ahead and connect F. Does that already have a connection? Yeah, it does. So it'll just end here and then go through. And then these two, F, they'll end there, move on to next, connect these two to do F, end there. This is already sorted. This one's going to be a bit harder because the 4 doesn't have a connection point. What would be a good connection? Because if it goes from here to here, it'll go up. Maybe from here, go inwards. So like that, and then hit F.
Outline of the text we want. Now probably we might want to connect them in a single loop
And then connect it into a single loop. So we bring that one down. We just go ahead and bring that one straight down. So there's a problem. That one can't be connected. So what if we made it go backwards? Nah. What if, okay, what if we reset that and then can we add an extra vertex? Control D. Shift D. And then we'll just do like select those two and connect them up. Then we select that one, and we connect those.
and now we have bit of solids. Okay. Now convert it back to curve.
Now convert it back to curve in object mode. And then we do, that's a good way to actually see it. Hold on. Oh, I'm hitting cap locks instead of the other thing. Okay, so then we want to convert it, so F3, and then convert it back to curve.
And add a bevel extrusion.
Add a bevel extrusion. Then you go to geometry, and then you do bevel
Bevel depth. And this is what we have. Perfect. Now let's set it to smooth shading.
So then you do object and shade smooth.
And go to shader editor. So I add another window here.
Excuse me, motherfucker?
Perfect. Now let's set it to smooth shading
Okay, I got that part. Take a drink of my Dr. Pepper while watching.
and go to shader editor. So I add another window here.
How the
But
fuck?
we
Add a. How did he do that?
in which we are going
F3? No, because that just changes that. Fuck me sideways. Which one was it? Properties. Got it. Make sure the object is to shade smooth. How did he add brush? He was on mesh and he did something. It's not what I want. File. Where's options? Edit. Render. Window. New window? That could work. Because what I can do is put that over here. Let's put that like over top my screen real quick. We'll put it like right where my OBS window is, except for not covering chat.
to watch what we are doing. And this one I'll switch to shader editor. I'll select the curve, add a new material to it, and
Huh?
set a shader to emissive. In which we are going to watch what we are doing. And this one I'll switch to shader editor. I'll select the curve, add a new material to it,
Add a new material.
and set a shader to emissive.
Alright, so this one gets deleted, and then we have to add an emission. However the hell he did that, like shader then emission.
Okay, we are done with this one. Now let's go to rendered mode and get rid of all these unnecessary gizmos and selection outline. Now we want to add
So now I have to go through and change this to rendered mode. Am I the only one who's stupid here? Render mode. And hide that, and then now this can go back over to here.
a texture coordinate, which is an input texture coordinate, and
Texture coordinate, so we do add, then input, then texture coordinate.
we want to use the UVs that this curve output creates.
Converter,
So let's separate XYZ and X.
so now we add a converter of separate XYZ. about there.
of the UVs is going to go along our curve direction. So let's check this by using our wave texture.
Okay, and then we do this, and then input, then it should be wave texture. Shader. Texture. Wave texture. And then we connect the X to the vector, and then the color to the color.
And we'll see, yeah, we'll see what
And then we have this.
waves are going along our curve. So let's now switch wave types to SO and use this color as an emission strength as well.
He's using an older version of Blender. That's why some of my stuff looks so weird. Scale, distortion, details 2. Detail scale is 1. Okay.
Instead of color name, and we want to multiply it by some value.
Okay, so then how do you get rid of those? How do you get rid of that? Control D. So he added a multiply.
Instead of color name, and we want to multiply it by some value.
God, I keep missing it.
We
Converter
multiply it
add. So you do this to this, and then converter. I don't have an add one. It must be this one. So that goes into there. This one then goes to multiply,
by some value.
and then the value goes to strength.
So let's go to our
5.4. I don't know.
scene settings and add blue
Oh, hold on, you little fucker. Where'd you go?
and add blue. So let's go to
So you go to there. Now you go to here. Add bloom.
our scene settings and add blue. And yeah, that's it.
Which then gives us this.
Use the emission strength. And let's also
So now he's doing like a 2.5. Okay.
configure blue.
And threshold. So, okay, basically whatever looks good to me on the threshold.
So yeah, we want to
Which he did like a 2.065. Let's just try that out. If it doesn't look good, we'll change it.
decrease the amount of blue towards the black area. So we want to add it, raise it to a certain power, like
So then he went ahead and added another map. Which we then put there. But then you do power.
for example 8 or 6. Let's try this. Yeah,
6.
this works. Now let's add a add node.
And then you add another add node. So where that goes into value, that goes into vector.
We are going to switch direction first. So, no, I have a better idea. We have to set it to negative, and this way it is going to go to the right direction. And we want to scale it down, so let's set it to something like 2, or maybe even 1.5.
Ooh hoo hoo!
And
Okay, so now what this guy is doing, from the looks of it, is when I go through and change certain values, so like if I slowly, let's say I like slowly move this, if I go in negative, it goes one way, but then if I slowly move it, it goes around and around like that. I'm just kind of wondering, okay, if I go back to edit viewport, I should be able to, oh crap, I have to convert that back to a mesh. That's not going to work. Let's see if I can convert back to mesh and then go to edit mode. And what I want to do, why aren't you moving? Is take these two vertices and then I delete the edge. I gotta be careful here because if I go too far, it will delete more than just what I want. How would I go through with that? It's almost as if this one and that one is holding it together. Delete edge. No, I would have to basically restart unless I can do that and then hit delete edge. And then delete edge. So, okay, something is still connecting it. So, okay, these would all have to get connected. And I've gone screwed everything up. Edge, extrude, beveled edge. I don't know. That's not what I want. So then these, all of this has to now get connected. I think I might just have to deal with that being there. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't know what else I would do about that. I don't know how to get rid of that. Like, these are connected, but then the problem is it didn't connect these in the first place. So we might just have to go ahead and select the text. And then F3, convert back to curve. That broke it. We'll just see how this works.
perfect animation, which is going to loop. And this is the point where it doesn't loop, so maybe we can configure the scale a bit so that it loops. Let's try this. So you, by configuring the scale, you can make it loop, and let's add a mix shader. We are going to mix it with a transparent shader. So basic setup here, transparent versus emission with mix shader.
Oops. I was toying around something.
With a transparent shader.
Alright, so hold on, hold on. I keep looking away.
Let's try this. Bit better. Yeah. So you, by configuring the scale, you can make it loop, and
We can toy around with it more once the rendering starts, after I get the color and see how it looks.
mix shader.
Shader
We are going to
emission,
mix it with a transparent shader.
a mix shader. Okay, so that goes next to out of emission here into material. So we have to do shader, and we need a transparent BDF or BSDF there, and then we need a mix shader. Along the lines of here. And then this one here goes into that, and that goes into that.
So basic setup here, transparent versus emission with mix shader. We plug in the power, the output of the power node, and we get what we want.
Alright, and then the power goes into mix shaders fact like that. Oh, that looks cool.
Before you do that, make sure you have blend mode set to alpha blend.
Blend mode. Where's that at? In settings. Blend mode sent to alpha blend.
And we are done. By animating this value, we can get
I don't know how to make keyframes. Bastard.
animation. And by configuring scale, we can make it loop. And finally, this power will configure how much this line will fade out towards the end.
So the power at the wave texture here, right? Right here. Wait, what? Huh? Excuse me. So this determines how far those go. Okay, so now I'm taking a guess we just pick the color. So like let's say I did want to do my red. So that does something else. Emission, red, and then let's do this color as black. So then now if you change this value, it moves. So if I'll just start this at 0. Okay, and then how do you add keyframes? You'll want to go to animation. So now I can close that window because I'm going to have I'm going to change this one to a rendered view so I can see it. So select, no, fudge, cunt. No, not collection, not collection. I need to delete that, and we're just gonna edit this. This light could probably get visibility off. How did I add something earlier? New scene? How did I do that? File? Edit? Locked objects nodes. Okay, either way, we need to, we could probably change this to the shader editor. Oh, that's way too small. Because really the one thing we're going to be messing with will be this number here. So at 0, it'll be there. So if I insert a keyframe and then say we go to 10, this goes to 1. And then we insert a keyframe. And then we go back to beginning. Didn't work. Dope sheet. Action editor? New. Okay, with action, if this starts at 0 and then insert, right? E. I love this thing. Keyframe type, maybe? I don't know. Moving hold? Extreme jitter keyframe. And then let's say we go to 10. And now it has to go up to 1. And then we do keyframe type, keyframe, key insert, all channels. Now we can go here. We'll say this ends at 10 for now. Oh, insert keyframe. I think I figured it out, guys. So at 1, this should be a 0. Then we insert keyframe. Let's just set this to like 50. That did work, right? Then no. Okay, at 0, it should be here. So we clear keyframes, insert keyframe there. Then at 5, we'll say it has to be a 1. Insert keyframe. Then at 10, it has to be a 2. Insert keyframe, which is I. Okay, so I don't have to click on that every time. And then at 15, it has to be a 3. Insert keyframe. We'll go up to 20. Then at 20, it would have to be a 4, which then we insert keyframe, and we'll say this ends at 21. Now we go to beginning and play. Way too fast. Way too fast. So over the span of something, so let's set that to 50, we will clear all keyframes, go to 0 would be a 0. And let's say at 50, it has to go to, you little bastard. At 50, oh, I forgot to add keyframe. You guys didn't tell me that. Insert keyframe, and then at 50, we have to make it go to 1. And then we'll insert keyframe and play. Oh no, there's a way to do this. How would you do that? View, show seconds. So that's not even like a second. Clear keyframe. So that's like 2 seconds. So what if we just let it end at... If that's too fast, even going for that, what if we did... It ends at like... What would be a good... So 60 would be like a minute, right? So okay, it starts at 0. Now let's try to ease it up. So we'll insert keyframe there, and then at the 16 mark, it has to do 0.25. insert keyframe. Then at this next one, it'll be 0.5, insert keyframe. Then at the 2 mark, it would have to be 0.75, insert keyframe. Then here, wait, the next line will be there. I just set that to like 250 to get it out my way. So there, it would have to be a value of 1. Wait, what is it? So 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 0.1. Well, 1. Insert keyframe. Now we go backwards, so 0.75. No, we would have to go up until 2, because what? No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. That might be perfect. It has to make its way back down. So, okay, let's just try this. We're experimenting. So from here be 0.75. Insert keyframe. At here, we'll do 0.5. Insert keyframe. Here, we do 0.25. Insert keyframe. And then here, we'll do, whoopsies, 0. Insert keyframe. This is going to look like probably trash. Let's just go ahead and take off the seconds. So it should end at like 128. And now we play it. So we can bring this up. Okay, let's do moving quite fast. So, okay then, what if we came down here? Let's pause that real quick. Sweet mother God, what does that look like? You just kind of have to do black. That's just me. Then this light, let's delete that light. Go back to text. Okay, so now this is starting to look like something. It's starting to look like something, guys. We actually got this. Now we're going to need a background image. What I'm thinking is, what would be a good background image? I got 4 messages on Discord. Like that? See, I wish I could get rid of that now. I'd be able to. Nope, that's gonna select way too many other vertices. Alright, let's try this again. Might just have to do this the hard way, where we go in and select each and every single little thing. What is that? Tell me there's still one connected, damn it. Oh, too far. Like that? Yes. Okay, I'm okay with that. Now I gotta work on the actual keyframes because it's still a bit quick for me. Let's just go ahead. Alright, so that should be 0. And then we're ending at like what? At another 0. So somewhere along the way there should be a 1. How can we slow this down? We could span it out. Alright, so okay, we'll do 0 here. At the 10 mark, we'll do 0.1, 0.2. Oh, fuck. Right. 0. Shit. Insert keyframe. 0.01. I forgot to add a keyframe. 0.01. Insert keyframes. 0.02. Insert keyframe. 0.03. 0.04. 0.05. 0.06. 0.07. 0.08. No, I forgot to insert keyframe, didn't I? 0.08. So this is going to end up being 200. 0.09. 0.1. And this is where it counts down to 0.09. 0.08, 0.07, 0.06, 0.05, 0.04, 0.03, 0.03, 0.02, 0.01, and 0. Doesn't have like that round effect that I liked. So this one's too slow. Alright, so what if we replace this keyframe for 0.1? Then 0.2, oh, for fuck's sake. 0.1, replace 0.2, replace 0.3, replace 0.4, replace 5, replace 0.6, replace 0.7, replace 0.8, replace 0.9, replace, and then L1, replace 0.9, replace 0.8, replace 0.7, insert keyframe. That one never did it. I just realized there's such an easier way to do this. So if I just clear them all, go here and set this to a 0, and then insert keyframe, go to 100 and set this to go up to 1, and then set 200, oh crap, set that to go up to 1, and then insert keyframe, and then go to 200 and set this down to 0 and insert keyframe. I was doing all of those just for that to happen. Like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay. Now what I would like to do is come through here. We can now go back to layout and change it to 3D. We can pause that, set it back down to 0, and then we'll add a mesh plane, which then we need to go through, and I'm remembering how to do this now. I am a genius. Location negative 2.5. Probably too far. Way too far. Negative 0.24. There we go. Now we can scratch this little fucker. 2.5. Nope. 3. Move it up like that. And then we do need a rendered view. All right, so hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right, so now I need to find an image I like for the background. I wonder if we can replace it with new, and then we go from base color. We should be able to do a it'd be image, would it? No to input. So we do that. Now let me see if I have any images that I do enjoy from my own. Because I should be in either Miname things that I would like. Something like that. Open, and then pictures, and then I gotta find MMR. No, I gotta go to Miname things. MMR. This one. And then we need to go to shader. How did we do that in the last one? We added input geometry, texture coordinate. But we had this go where? Here. Generated vector. There we go. And then, I got it. No. I want to go here. I want to go to the text, and I want to go back to the shader editor. Where is my... I need to add... Edit. How do you do this? Render, animation, window, talk full screen, new workspace. New workspace. I did something weird. Previous workspace. Aha. All right. I need to change something to render mode. So this is a outliner. We can change this to the, I don't know, 3D viewport. And then we'll just scroll it over quite a bit. Pull that over and set it to render without showing that. And we need to make this emit more light. How do we make that emit more light? I can't even click on it. Doo-da. Yes, I can. So what if we did add a... Now, what if we go here and reflection? Not what I wanted to do. That kind of looks cool. We just need to line it up a bit more. Oh, you can actually set it to movie? Wait, I can set it to that, and then which one was it? It was the WebP, starts with an A. That's not going to show up, is it? No, it's not. I don't have it in an MP4. Doesn't look like it. Okay, never mind. We can just go ahead and save that back down to image. We got a camera view. Yeah, camera's gonna be wrong anyways. How can we get that to emit some light onto there? We could do the, you know what we could do? We could go ahead and change this back to outliner. Bring it all the way back in. Change this over to 3D, and we can add that light point. Problem is it wouldn't follow along with that. So what I'm thinking is we have to up the emission. Shader editor. No, wrong one. We want to do 3D port. And then we want to change this over to shader editor and click on this, and then no, let's just go ahead and do that. Change that back over, and then see what. How did we do that? Edit, render, window, toggle full screen, new window, main window, new window, and then change this over to 3D viewport. Do that, do that, do that. We can I can move that over to my other screen so I can keep an eye on it while I toy around with these for a little bit. The emission level's pretty nice. What if we change this color to like, I don't know, blue? Nah, change it to black. Keep it at black. Oh, I think I figured it out, guys. Set that to 200. Then we did like negative 0.5. What does 1 look like? Really fast. 0.75? Alright, I think I got it. So now we can close that one. I'll show you guys can wait until after I'm rendering it. Render, oh crap. The camera. Here's the camera at anyways. There you are, you ugly little fucker. Location on the X, 0. No, you probably have to be like an 8 again. 0 and 0. What are you looking at? Rotation, 0. $90. 0 and 0. 90. Camera view. Now, if I remember correctly, you can 0.5. 0.5. I don't know which one it is. Because the idea is I want it only to, so it would be relations, motion path. Hell no, I'm not doing motions. Custom properties. It would be so I'm gonna have to do window, new window, and change this to where is my render boy? There's a way to see it through the camera's eyes. Texture node editor, video sequencer, timeline, graph, dividers. It would be, it'll just be this, then that, and then do this. And now this is where I mean, that's basically what I have up already. Except for now it's the rendered view. So I need to go to camera and change the camera somehow to, let's see, 7.5. Looks good. But now I need to somehow shorten the camera up. How do delta transformation? 5. How would I do that? How would I crop that? I mean, what if I just like move this back to 10? And then we scale the plane higher. Give me the plane. So we do like 5. Okay, 50 it is. 50 is fine. 50 is fine. Screw you, you piece of shit. Now we go back to camera, and we want to edit the distance to 8. We need to bring it up on the Y. Nope, not the Z-axis. Into it's about centered with the. If I'm eyeballing it. I'm looking at my other screen right now, trying to figure this one out. Just giving it a good look. Try a 30.3. That's it. Perfect. Now, what if I wanted to, like, let's bring that in more. So try like 7.5. Okay, I got it. I got it how I want it. Although there is a slight issue with. Alright, so we have to stop this now and set it to 0, and then why can't I go to. Do I have a render up? Edit mode. There's a slight issue on this where this little guy Stu has something there. So now, are you guys ready to see this? So now if we go to render, and now when we hit play, this is what it's going to look like. Obviously, this is a little bit offset, but you're fine. Cry later. So now what we need to do, go to render, animation. I don't know how to do that. Render result. How do you do the rendering? They changed so many things so I don't remember. Composition, animation. Render animation. So now it's slowly gonna render it. I wonder, how's my computer doing against this? Because my old computer could not. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. That blurring effect is quite annoying. So we're in like render. Where's that image editor? Well, it's not what I think it'll be called, buddy. Thought it would be called like a video sequencer. Movie clip editor? Video suite sequencer. No. So here, how do you export these? Help with window. Layout. Activates workspace shown window. Sculpting UV. Thanks, Ox, but I am pretty good on that, to be honest. It's not shading. It has to be like animation or something. Export as object. It has to be render. That? I'd have to render it all. Because this is just what it will end up being. Something's not right here. Alright, render animation. I think we have to wait for it to completely render all of them. So it should be like something. Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes, we can. So it should be 200 frames, so we're halfway through the animation. Question is it going to jump straight back to the 0? Because with the way this works, I'm hoping to get it as a GIF to where it would end and begin in the same sequence over and over again. $150, 160, 70. This is a long GIF though, 42 seconds for a GIF. That ain't gonna work. It would almost have to not hit 1 and just go to 0.5 then return, which will shave it off to 20 seconds. But even then, 20 seconds for a GIF to be long as fuck. Save as. That's going to be a PNG. So how do you export this? Because we go to render, then view animation. It's exactly what I want. File, save as. I mean, Discord underscore banner. Save it at least if I can figure that one out. Because I can't figure out how to. What would it be? Window, render the animation, edit. Nah, it wouldn't be edit. It'd have to be like under file. Revert. Import. Export. Motion capture. Default. How would you go through to have to be rendering, I would think. Output properties. 1920 by 1080. Render region. Crop render. No. Frame rate. Up that to the 60 FPS, please. Ah, that's where you do it. I figured it out. AV. Beat that. I remember this. Time mapping. 60 FPS. So that should make it run pretty smoothly. And then what? We could change this to anything we want. I guess the H64 would probably be best because that would be the what's encoding it. Quality. High quality. There's no audio. Processing, metadata. So, how output to videos and then accept. Render the animation now in 60 FPS. don't know if there's still a way to change it though. Image? We'll find out after it goes all the way through this render again. Almost there. Does it have it? Okay, so let's drag this little beauty over. Can I export it as a GIF? Can export as TIFF. Close enough, right? Okay, so now we go to render and view animation. I don't like that warpy effect that it has. So what if we file, oh, we go to 3D viewpoint and then edit mode, object mode. We go to world and change the color to pitch black. Volume, surface would be, I don't know. Oh, wait a second. What if we did that? Kind of cool. And like a glass. Oh, we're in rendering. That's why layout. Definitely don't like that. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. We did like a diffuse. I don't know. What if we then? Okay, let's try other things. Let's do glossy. Huh. We got so many options, so little time. Okay, this I would like to just get rid of that. Render the animation for the 50th time. Once it clears up, I'm gonna see how it looks. When it does that, let me open up this. How to export video from Blender. Is there a walkthrough instead of that? Yeah, manual. Hey, 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 hey. Encoding, properties, editor, rendering, encoding. So properties editor, excuse me. Then you go to render. And then you scroll down to the encoding. Where the hell's encoding? Oh, render properties. Okay, and then scroll to encoding, wherever the hell that one is. Uh-oh, one sec. Excuse me. No screen reflections. So we have to go to property editor, so which is this one. Then you go to render. We have to go to encoding. F3 in. Don't see a damn thing. What's this? No. Output encoding. What are we supposed to do? MPEG 4? OGG, that sounds fairly familiar to me. Render animation. Maybe that's how I do it. If I can't figure it out, I'll just save it and then go from there. So this has presets. I ain't seen no presets, buddy. Will that fix that? Save as PNG. What the fuck? Oh, I screwed something up. I think I'm gonna end it here and try to figure this out on my own because, yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, thanks for everyone who has kindly joined, and hopefully later today, since it's 3 a.m. my time, I should be doing another Minecraft stream. But yeah, thanks to everybody who has came by, and I'll see ya.